The neighborhood we're touring today is called Casa del Oro. It's approximately 230 homes built between 1984 and 86, with the exception of the home on the right corner that we just passed. That was the original home in the area, built in 1938. It's on 2 lots with a combined 30,000 square feet. So that one stands out compared to the rest here. So again, 230 homes built in 6 phases over about 3 years. It's kind of 2 parts of this subdivision. We're going to cruise through the first couple neighborhoods, and then we'll get to the next one that's separated by the park. So as you can see, we got a mix of single level and 2-story homes here. This is a pretty typical subdivision for East Petaluma. Sonoma Circle wraps around this little area. We won't do a full loop because we're going to go through on the other side to get to the other part of this subdivision. So you got Rio Nito Way to our left. That kind of loops and cuts through. There's also a little cul-de-sac in there. There's a lot of nice homes, especially this little strip of street. You can see people take really good care of their homes over here. Some pride of ownership, which is always nice when you're looking to purchase or live in a neighborhood. And now we're about to meet up with Rio Nito Way. We're going to go right and then cut to the other part of the subdivision. I knew quite a few people when I was growing up, a few kids who lived over here, so spent a lot of time in this neighborhood, running around, having fun. So to the left is Casa de Arroyo neighborhood. Did a video on that as well. You can check that one out. It's about half the number of homes over there, and different home styles as well. So we got Casa del Oro Park to our right. We used to play soccer here growing up. They've got tennis courts, little playground, lots of room for kids to run around and play. Square footages from here range from about 1,200 square feet to 2,600 square feet. Lot sizes 5,400 square feet to just over 13,000 square feet, with the average of about 7,300 square feet. So you can see a nice tennis court there. There's been some really good sales here in the last few years. Some of the recent ones are in the 8s and stuff, 9s, but this one on the right is a single level. It sold for $1.3 million at the height of COVID, which was an astronomical price. Rates were still super low. I believe the person who purchased it was doing a 1031 exchange, which I won't get into the details of that, but basically you sell an income property, you're purchasing another, and you have to spend more than what your sale was. And if you don't spend it by a certain date, you get hit with a hefty capital gains tax. So that person paid a premium for that house to defer capital gains. Not sure, quite sure what happened, but they actually just listed and sold this year, and it sold for $1,073,000. So kind of a big hit, and again, just shows you timing with things. Rates are higher, buyers are being a little more picky. A few years ago, everything was selling, multiple offers, way over asking price, and for the most part, that's just not happening anymore. You get the occasional home that does get multiple offers, sell for a lot, super competitive, but a lot of them are, it's just kind of more like a normal buyer's market where they've got options, rates are higher, so they're not looking to take on too much work after the purchase. But right now it's kind of like, it's hard to say, is it a buyer or seller's market? It really depends what property you're selling. I'll go right. The park against the left, and I'll just kind of take you out through it. So again, it borders Casa de Arroyo on the west, Casa Grande Road to the north. There's a new subdivision to the east called McKenna. We'll do a video on that. It's literally just one street, not a lot of houses. And then to the south is Southgate neighborhood, which we've got a video up for that. So there's another recent sale that just sold for $1,050,000. It was updated, but maybe 10 years ago, so it wasn't super modern, but that still got a good price. So this is another $1 million neighborhood in East Petaluma. There's not a ton, not as many as there is in West Petaluma, but they're starting to get there. So that is it for Casa del Oro.